Hello. Um, my name is Justin Hickman. I'm with Vertispan. This is afternoon of June 6th. For any of the YouTube audience, this is the second part for the modularization streaming. In between, like during lunch break, I did fix the issue at hand. Um, Basically, you have to put the same scope on your component. Otherwise, it tries to mix scopes. So if I have any kind of singletons over here, I need to make sure that I have the other singleton over here. I'll probably change this out at some point to have it as a different type of scope. Um, I don't know if I'd want to use singleton or not because of how dagger scopes work. But that does actually work. So if I were to do this core entry point, I don't know if I set the entry point. I did not. Entry point, cannot recall what that is. Is it name equals class equals? Class equals and com dot vertispan. And this is going to be core. It's nice that it partially completes like that. All right, so if I come back over here, we should be able to at least see in the console. Oh, it's because I changed my module, so I probably need to restart the code server. I hate that you have to do that. It's kind of annoying. But now that I've restarted the code server, eventually it'll finish. Oh, it did not run. Hold on. What is the issue here? Cannot bind a server. Failed to bind. It's doing that thing again. Where, for some reason, I don't know if it's a Mac thing or is it a IntelliJ thing. Something's not releasing the port. So whenever I restart the server, it's like, hey, there's already something listening on this port. Yeah, see, address already in use. Just have to keep on until the OS releases that port again. Pretty annoying, but we shouldn't have to deal with that too many times. It's only whenever you're restarting this server. There we go. That time it worked. So now if I refresh, it'll compile the modularization. I need to rename that. I don't know why I struggle saying that word. It's like my tongue gets messed up. All right, I'm done with main entry point. That's weird. I swore. Oh, entry point. Oh. Well, I mean, technically that should be there, but let's go ahead and inherit it in here. Inherits name equals core. Inherits name equals is it org? No. Here we go. Does that require me to restart? Probably. Yeah, most likely. I mean, that fixed that issue. I'm not entirely sure why. See if it's even running that. Probably also should double check that we're inheriting the core module. Yeah, we are. All right, I guess we have to restart that. That's a pain. I do have a hard cut today. It's going to be in about 1 hour. But I'll be back tomorrow tomorrow morning. I don't know if Colin's going to be streaming later in the day, but I'll try to stream a little bit in the morning. And then that would give me a good opportunity to plan out my next stream a little bit better. Because today I was basically wanting to get the general bits and pieces into play. Should probably also create just some modules. So what I want to do, let's go ahead and create a new module. And let's just call it app modules for now. And this is only for holding all of the modules. Eventually we can have them as separate projects, which would make a lot more sense. But let's go ahead and refresh that. Make sure that our component came in. We'll know if it prints out on the console. Huh, it did not work. I'm not entirely sure why that's not working. All right. Let's finish setting this guy up. I'm just going to copy and paste, for the most part, all of the dependencies and everything else. There's the core modules. And this is going to be modules. It's going to be a little different. We're going to have to figure that out because this was assuming that we were going to be using the other GWT Maven module. All right. And this project, we do need to depend on the core. Let's close that out. Gotta figure out why it's not loading this entry point. This is my package. It's core. That is my entry point. It is compiling with it, right? Vertispan, modularization, core. There you go. And there's the console log. Well, let's comment out that, see if that changes anything. It's not printing. I mean, we should probably create... Oh, you know, well, no, that wouldn't be the case because this is an entry point. So it shouldn't be compiled out. We have multiple entry points. So we have the main app entry point. And then we have the core entry point. And we have the client module. And that depends on core. Huh. I'm not sure why that's not printing on the console. Let's take a look at the sources maybe. Let's see if it's even coming in. So this is core.java. Yeah, it's not even coming in. And why is that? Yep, there's the app core. Oh, yeah, I got the sources. Might as well add that while we're here. And this is a GWT lib. Let's go ahead and create our module file. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's happening. Source path equals that. Those dependencies are there. Oh, I wonder. Did it not re-import the other Maven stuff? Yeah, that's what it was. Didn't re-import the other Maven. Alright, so while that's re-indexing and stuff, let's figure out what our next goal is. So we have the other module here. This one is also going to use Dagger. And This is going to have, well, this one's going to be a little bit different because of the fact that this is going to be holding multiple modules. I should probably cut these into multiple modules from here. We can probably hold on to this main one. I don't know if we're going to use it or not, but we'll see. Let's close up some of this stuff. Let's go ahead and run a build. Make sure our dependencies are set up correctly. Oh, that's really nice. Just got the notification that Portugal just launched a government-funded 4-day workweek trial. That's pretty cool that they're doing it 4-day workweek as a country. I wish this were a little bit faster. Alright, well that compiled. Still don't know why the entry point's not being loaded. So let's go ahead and start the servers back up and see if we can figure out why this core entry point isn't logging. Yeah, why is that a problem? That's weird. Not sure why that's not resolving. Oh, there we go. That's bizarre. Just, oh wait, now it's not resolving again. Weird. Yeah, I've always struggled with this Maven plugin. I wonder if I should just switch back to the old legacy one. Because this doesn't seem to be loading my core stuff. Let's take a look at the client again. It's relying, depending on app modules and app core. And the modularization shared. Yeah, this should be correct. Let's take a look at the generated .gwt.xml. Oh, it's kind of interesting that it's in there twice. I think that's because of the how the GWT Maven plugin works. How it's regenerating all of this stuff. Makes me wish that I switched to use the other plugin now. I'm not a big fan of the magical stuff. I mean, I can probably get it to work. So in that particular case, I need to go to this one and stop doing that. Yeah, so I probably need to, probably should have stopped the other server first. Alright, let me run through this a couple of times and see if I can get the GWT modules to behave a little bit better. Yeah, it's taken a while. Alright, so should be able to go in. Where's the target? There it is. I mean, it's there. Just don't know why it's not able to resolve them. I mean, obviously it's resolving it. Maybe there was something in the log here. No? Yeah, I don't see any reason it would have a problem with that. Yeah, let's try this again. It's probably because of the IntelliJ plugin. It's looking for something on the class path and it's not there because it's in the target directory. Since it's just module.gwt.xml. I might end up having to rework these to stop using the Thomas Breuer Maven module or Maven plugin. Did that run? Seems to not be registering my clicks half the time. Yeah, it's still not doing it. Not a big fan of the magicness. That's a word. Of how the plugin works. Yeah, I might switch out between now and tomorrow, whenever I stream. I mean, heck, I could probably do that now. Looks like I was using the other Maven plugin before. And the big issue is the fact that you need to build your main application as a war and then do it as an overlay on top of your server. I mean, I guess that's not too big of a deal because I did that with the GWT. So if I pull in the GWT stuff, you know, the other server, looking at the other POM here, you can see that my Maven War plugin, we did an overlay with the other client stuff in the GWT client. And of course, that's just to exclude things like the manifest and stuff like that. That's in that particular war. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Because I am not having any luck with this plugin. And because of how the modularization is going to work, I can't really have the modification just because I have a Maven dependency on a GWT module. I don't necessarily want it to automatically inherit it in the other GWT module XML. So in that particular case, we're going to have to restructure this stuff. I'm going to take a look at the GWT that I had from my previous streams and basically copy a lot of that concept. So there's the GWT Maven plugin. All right, so that means I'm probably going to commit all of this stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about proper commit messages. All right, so first things first, let's go to the client. Let's modify this one. And the parent, let's go ahead and have the other parent open. I'm probably going to do most of this without the cam. man, I've been talking for a while. Didn't even realize that I was muted. I'm not going to even try to remember what I was saying. I know that closed captioning was working, but it wasn't actually getting out on the other stream. Well, that's weird. Really? I wonder why that's getting a Java heap space. We did do a clean, didn't we? Don't know what share's going to be like, but let's go ahead and put it in here anyways. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, we don't need to do 1.8. Let's do, let's just come up here and Maven compiler, source. Let's just do 11 for source and target. I mean, that could cause some issues maybe. It doesn't seem to be dying after it fails. Huh. That is really bizarre. Because I was running the exact same thing on the other GWT, but I didn't get a oh wait, here we go. Modularization client. Didn't I define that in the parent? Quit Maven plugin. Oh, swore I put the version in here. Quit plugin version. Wonder if it was just grabbing the wrong version. Stop all. Yeah, looks like it might have been going with the like an older version of the plugin. No, still having that same issue. That doesn't make any sense. Well, let's take a look. Let's analyze these one by one. All right, so that does not have any of the source in there. Let's take a look at the sources jar. That looks correct. Yeah, there wasn't really anything in this one, which is good. Oh, that didn't even build. Maybe I can push D, maybe clean install. Maybe it's something with IntelliJ. I don't even think that I looked at what just give it extra memory. You wouldn't think that it would have any memory issues with as little code that we have here. Hopefully this will work. Yeah, I'm serious. Not entirely sure why This app is taking so long to compile because there's really not much to it. It's like 3 classes. Oh, there it goes. Huh. Really weird. See if it did the overlay. Does not look like it did the overlay. Oh, I need to change the this to include what is that, short name, or how does that work? Rename to. That's why I wasn't able to do the overlay, because it didn't create a jar or a WAR file with the appropriate name. Oh, that was a lot faster that time. Process overlay. And there we go. So that actually did the overlay that time. Good. All right, so in that particular case, we can probably create a new server over here. And can we just do a Jetty or Tomcat? No. Might be able to do it from here. Local Tomcat. Yeah, that's fine. I've been using 8080 for the most part. Don't need that. Yeah, no artifacts, that's fine. But let's go ahead and add an artifact, and that's going to be the Exploded War. And that is going to be at the root. Let's go ahead and run that. Let's see if that that works. And we'll need to create another config for the GWT configuration. Yes, use super dev mode. I am going to do that one. Do that. All right, so now Tomcat's running. There we go. So now we have the core module and the main entry point. So that actually works now. So I don't know what was going on with the other GWT Maven module or plugin. That's really weird. It just wasn't loading my core module. So that was a pain. I'll probably have to rewatch the stream VOD just to see what I did. It was probably something on my part. All right, so that means I can open up core. And let's go ahead and retry these. So I just want to see what those look like. Oh wait, I'm not even running the super dev mode. Let's see, can we run that? Hopefully it'll be able to find our dependencies here. Yeah. Re-import, blah, blah, blah. This will probably actually make it a lot easier whenever we start going through Java heap space. Yeah, why is this having memory issues? I wonder if it's because of... I wonder if it has anything to do with Dagger? I don't know. Let's just give it a gig. Not sure why it's requiring so much memory. Could be because of Dagger. I don't know. I mean, I could always remove that dependency and see if it fixes anything memory-wise. But I think that's where the crux of the matter is, because now it seems to be getting past that point. And hopefully this will work, because this is a lot of sitting around doing nothing. All right, well, that's working. So basically we have this core component. Did I not inherit that module? The core. So now that's having a lot of issues. Oh, it seems to be grabbing these for multiple locations. We have GWT user. Oh, I wonder, because I didn't set anything with the scopes on my dependencies here. Yeah, it seems to be bizarre. I may end up having to take some time this afternoon, fix everything before tomorrow morning, because that's not even running the entry point, or the recompiling. Yeah, so how about we do that? Let me go ahead and fix some of this stuff offline. I will come back tomorrow morning with a working environment, and I can go ahead and start breaking out the different modules that we're going to have, so that we can actually try this modularization. And again, what we're going to do, we're going to have a like a registry of some sort. I'm probably just going to have like a menu navigation registry for the time being, where all of the modules would be able to say, hey, here's my module entry point, and then it'll basically add it here, because my main side is going to watch for those registrations on the other core. And anytime a new registration appears, it'll go ahead and update the list here, or the tree, or whatever navigation we have. And then whenever you click on it, it'll basically take some component, probably what we registered here in the registry, and shove it right into the center main view area. So that'll be pretty cool, and I'm hoping that we can do that early tomorrow. But I'm going to call it for today. Unfortunately, I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, having a little bit of issues trying to get all these tools to work. I am not entirely sure why. I need to have a better archetype or a local project that has a simple working configuration that I can just clone every single time I want to create a new project, because trying to set something new up and getting all these stupid issues, very frustrating. But let's stick around for tomorrow, and we will see you then. Take it easy.